Hello everyone and welcome to today's video, which is going to be another feeding one. But this time I'm going to sort of talk through how I feed my tarantulas. So yeah, let's get started. First up we have Fanta, who is my versicolor, who recently molted, so I've given him about a week to harden, and as you can see I've just offered a cricket, but she doesn't really seem that interested, so I feed my tarantulas twice a week, unless they're looking a little bit chunky, then I'll leave them. So because she's not hungry today, I'll just feed her again in a couple of days and I'll make sure to take the cricket out. This is Salem, my G pulchra, and she's a little bit of a bigger sling, so I offer small crickets twice a week. She usually does eat them, so I have to kind of watch her weight because she will just keep eating if I offer. So if she starts looking a little bit chunky, I'll go to feeding just once a week. Here is Hunter, who you've seen before, is my female Brachypelma albiceps, and she's getting 2 crickets a day. So I do normally feed sort of medium locusts or large crickets, but all my small crickets have started to grow up, so I need to sort of get rid of them as they're getting too big now for my other slings to eat, so I feed a couple to Hunter. For sizing, I never feed anything that's bigger than sort of her abdomen or a carapace, same as my other slings. I don't feed anything too large. So because these crickets are quite small, I give her more than one. I actually give her a third one here now, just for the sake of the video, so you can actually see her catch one. Next is Zuko, who is my juvenile Brachypelma bomi. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong, but what are you gonna do? So she gets 2 crickets, 2 small ones, and she's such a good eater. She eats them every time. So her abdomen is actually looking a little bit more on the chunky side now, so I've started just feeding her 1 cricket once a week instead, so sort of reduce how much she's eating. So for my really small slings, like Stitch on the left there, I actually have to cut my crickets into little pieces so they're small enough for them to eat, and also because some of my smaller slings are intimidated by live food, so they tend to scavenge when they're this small. So what I'm going to do is just leave a little piece next to the entrance of a little burrow, and if she doesn't come up and eat it overnight, then I'll just take it out again tomorrow morning and then just leave her for maybe a week or 2 and try again. So if any of my tarantulas don't eat, I just take the cricket out, and usually it's a sign of pre-molt, so I'll leave them for a little while, maybe try again, and if they continue not to eat, then I'll completely just leave them alone until they molt. In this tub, is Strawberry, who's my Grammostola rosea, and she's actually really intimidated by live food. Anytime I try and put a live cricket in there, she just runs away, so I also cut a little piece for her and leave it in there, and she does scavenge it later on. Here is Kyle, one of my smallest slings. He's a Nandu chromatus, and maybe you just about see him right there in the middle. There's a little butt. So same again, I just cut little pieces of cricket, leave it in there, and just let them scavenge it when they're more active overnight. And again, if any uneaten food, I just take it out after 24 hours. I always take out uneaten food because it can promote mold growth, and also, I mean, you wouldn't want dead carcasses lying around your house, right? Next is Omega, who is my Peace Sazamai, which I think again I pronounced wrong. So she's actually not been eaten lately, so it's actually been about a week and a half since last time I offered food. So I'm going to offer it again now, leave it in for 24 hours, and if she doesn't eat again, then I think she is in pre-molt, so I'll just leave her be. I just used this little hole pokey thing just to move the cricket away because I've dropped it quite close to the burrow and I don't want it to fall down, because if she's not going to eat it then I won't be able to get it back out. This is Popcorn, who is my C. elegans. Now I can't actually tell if she's molted recently or not because she does hide all the way down in that little burrow and I don't see her very often, so it has been like a couple of weeks since she last ate, so I'm just going to offer her some food now, and she does actually hunt and take down live food quite well, so I know that after offering her this for a little while, if she doesn't come up to try and take it, then I know she's not going to eat. Next is Chief, who is my Acanthoscera geniculata, who not long molted, so I've left them for about a week, and so now I'm going to try and offer some food. You can just about see him right there at the bottom. I'm going to do the same thing again and just leave a little cut piece of cricket there overnight. So this is Scraps, and if you get that reference, do leave a comment and we might just be friends forever. So this is a Nandrochromatis. So I have two of these because I got Kyle as a freebie in a past order from Creatures from the North, I believe. So the same again, I will just leave a little piece of cricket in there for him for about 24 hours. This one does usually eat for me, so I'm not worried. This is Butterscotch, who is my pumpkin patch. I can't remember the scientific name, I'll be honest. So she's so cute and so tiny. These are known for being sort of like little psychopaths, but she is one of my most calm, to be honest. I do only feed Butterscotch once a week, just because, as you can see, even when I cut the cricket up, the size comparison, it is quite a lot of food, so I don't want to overfeed her. This is Zero. Again, if you get the reference, let me know. She is super thick, as you can see, so I won't be feeding her today. We interrupt this feeding video to show you Commander Cody being the cutest bulldozer in the entire world. She's just been digging out her burrow for ages and now made this little mountain of dirt, and she is absolutely covered. I hope you guys aren't sick of hearing my voice by now. But next is Tigger, who is my Davis pantaloris. She is one of my biggest slings and I pretty much never see her. She's always in a burrow, but she does take down live food. So I basically just leave the cricket in overnight, and again, same as all my others, if by the next morning the cricket is still there, I will just take it out and probably leave her for a week or two. Try again, and if she still doesn't eat, I'll just leave her until she molts, really. This is Admiral Trench, my curly hair, who you saw in my last feeding video. And Trench is actually looking a little bit on the thick side as well, so instead of giving a full live cricket like I normally do, and he takes him down just fine, one of the like spare pieces of cooked cricket I'm just going to leave in overnight. I'm just giving it a little wiggle about so they can feel the vibration, so at least he knows that there's something there. And Cody is still going strong with that little pile of dirt. She is so cute. Now to end the video, here is Keith nibbling on quite a big cricket. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thought I'd show more of my collection, how I feed them. Even though it's not as interesting, I thought, you know, I should probably include it at some point. So I hope you enjoyed it, and do leave a like if you did, or any feedback is much appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next one.